You know, part of me feels like I should have a ukulele for the last live stream. People hated that. People absolutely hated my unhinged antics. So that won't be happening again. I'm gonna have to control myself a little bit better. Um, oh, it was a bad time. I am Speedy, not people. I am the collective known as Speedy. We are 4004. Do a non-apology with ukulele. Of course. I mean, I wasn't really happy with the last stream anyway. I did feel like a lot of it was completely unnecessary garbage that I was pointing out. But I will not lie and say that I think that some people went a little overboard with the insulting part of it. Not everyone. Now, there was a lot of people who were just like, this was bad. And I was like, you right. But then there were people like, this is the worst reaction I've ever seen. I never want you to appear on my account ever anymore. Blocked and banned. And I was like, the hell, man? Jesus Christ. That's a point where it's like, come on. How much impact do I have? I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a goofy little goober. I don't know. I wasn't controlling my impulsive thoughts and intrusive thoughts at all that entire stream. And yeah, so I'm sure the people here it was funny, but for whatever reason, just people who were watching the VOD hated it. Everyone in chat was okay. Nobody really like got up in arms or anything during the stream, or at least weren't vocal about it. But there were a lot of people watching the VOD that didn't like it, and I get that. It was just, I definitely took a mental hit to that, actually. Not to get too parasocial, but not fully, but in part due to the backlash of that stream, I did set up my first therapy session in over a decade. So, again, not related entirely to that stream. There's a lot of other factors in my personal life. But I need to get reevaluated anyway. It's been over a decade. I was in middle school last time I had a psych evaluation, so I need to get things like re-upped regardless. I probably do need to be on medication. I've known that for years. I've just been avoiding it. But I'll be doing that. I think it's next Wednesday. So that'll be an interesting start to a new journey. Yeah, and it's like, that's exactly it, Class Monitor. None of that was serious. Not a single damn bit of it was serious. But I guess I went in with the assumption that everyone else would take it completely unserious as well. Like, I wasn't trying in that moment to be a drummer reacting. I was just being an unhinged human entity. There was no, like, thought really going into anything I said. I was just making random tossed out comments about every little nitpick thing, and none of it was, like, actually supposed to be taken in earnest at all. And that's kind of the thing. It's like those reactions that I was saying might have been honest, but they weren't in earnest. Like, I wasn't saying, man, she has terrible fashion sense for wearing shoulder pads. I was goofing. I was just goofing. She looked gorgeous. But it is unfortunate that some people did take it so seriously, but I don't think that's their fault, really. Just as, like, I don't blame myself for assuming, purely because I don't have the mental capacity to assume that people aren't going to assume. There's a thing that's known with people who are neurodivergent, and I'm sure a lot of you guys probably get this if you are. But the way that, like, conversational patterns and such can happen are very direct and blunt, and a lot of people who aren't or are neurodivergent in other ways might take offense to those or think that they're very broad statements or very like not well thought out and blah blah blah, and they can clash a lot, and I think that that's a thing, right? So that's probably what kind of played a part. was me having my opinions on stuff and other people just straight up going, oh, he's serious about it. But it's like, no, I'm not. I was goofing. Literally nothing in that stream was really a good breakdown of anything or a legitimate critique of anything. I was just no thoughts, head empty, stream of consciousness, nothing like that. And he said a singer from my favorite game is ugly. That's exactly the thing. None of them were. The outfits were fire. I was just goofing on them. Like, I would expect the same out of somebody like, you wear a t-shirt and jeans. That's not fashion forward. I'm like, you right, but it's comfortable. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of it was overblown. And I think it was a bit of both parties for that. Like, myself and the people watching. Me for, again, assuming that they would be on the same page for some reason. But also them for just taking it so personally, too hard. Nothing is ever that serious, even if I am being serious. I don't think anything on Earth should be taken that serious. You can have a little bit of levity. There's got to be some fun to be had in everything you do. Otherwise, it's going to be real boring. So, they improv the AR stuff in this concert. Improved. I think you said improved. I feel like the improv, they just kind of threw it up there. It was like, let's see what sticks. Whose line is it anyway? Anyway, let's get into this reaction. None of the talking about last stream anymore. English is hard, yeah. It's very weird, yeah. Like improved. Yeah, I can see how I would mess that up. Despite being born and raised in the US and being my native language, and I speak no other language at any degree fluently. I still mess stuff up sometimes when I'm reading quick. Anyway, let us bounce over to the other scene. There it is. Okay. Is there anything I should know prior to this concert about the concert? That's the question. Is there like any like factoid stuff I should be aware of prior to me starting? No, I gotta wait for the chat to catch up. No, nothing? Okay. I always like to ask when I remember, because sometimes there are little things. So, alright. Then I shall just start and enjoy myself. I already love it. Let's go. No audio. Got it. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I forgot to change the setting before I went live. It's okay. I got it. I've got it. Don't worry. No, I've got it. I've got it. Stop yelling at me. Jesus Christ. I am a professional streamer. All right, there we go. Yeah, I was going to ask about the subtitle thing. I saw that it did have real subtitles, but sometimes they don't. So I was like, maybe there aren't going to be any hard-coded subtitles. Okay. I'm going to back up a little bit then. Let's just go all the way back to the beginning. It was only like, what, 30 seconds in. Sorry about that. There's going to be a lot of these popping up. I don't want to skip anything. I was going to say, I love how she in the back on the drums was playing on the floor tom doing a jazz groove. That's a very unique thing for an animator to decide to do for a drummer. I appreciate it. If there's an animation portion that like really speaks to me, like I want to break it down, I might pause and break it down if that's okay with all of you guys. It's the butterfly. Let's go. I know this story. Yeah. It's one I've actually gotten to. Ooh, and it's custom CG. I thought they were just gonna replay the animation, but nope. They had a whole custom part for that. That's sick, actually. Budget go burger. Also, is it just me, or does everybody else really like enjoy the way she says library? I think it's super cute. I don't know, I've never really said that, but I think it just is. Oh, I love that, the visor. Whew. God, yeah, they upped everything. I mean, the last stream looked great, but this one is even cleaner. Yeah, they definitely did this. The giant robot is DJing. That's sick. What? Let's go. I love the visual of that giant robot like playing the piano notes, but on DJ like turntables. Let's go, DJ Bunny. Let's go. That was fun. And yeah, so far, like, I'm not going to be nitpicking about the AR stuff anyway this time around. I think I said everything I could last time with that. But it was a new approach with newer technology. I understand that there was going to be some issues in how they handled it. This time around already, they've basically cleaned out every concern I had last time. So I don't think I'm going to be mentioning it too much, aside from saying it just looks cool, because it does. Never didn't. Orchestra time. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, God, not only did they clean it up, but they got more ambitious. Aight. Woo! Whew. Oh, it was okay. That was a transition. Now it's like, what's happening here? Different character / different part of the game. So this must be like a character intro medley or something like that, or like a theme medley. Great throwing that motif in there. The doo 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 doo. That's nice. I like that. Drummer hitting soft on those ride cymbals. Oh, this is pretty. There's an instrument in the background there that I can't quite pick out what it is. I really can't figure out what that was. It felt like a plucking of some sort. It's probably a string instrument. The rhythm of this one's nice. The I'm a sucker for that. Gets me hype every time. Ooh, getting a little whimsical here. Ooh, okay. Getting a little tango here. That's what we're doing. Ooh. Oh, that was a really cool transition, changing the rhythm of that, but like a few measures prior. That felt really natural. I'm actually really surprised they went from something like a tango to something more electronic so smoothly. I do like that they put in that that extra flair of having like the lights on the ship reacting to the music too. That's fun. Ooh, 122 seconds of animation. Sign me up. Okay, cool.
ある日、それは空から落ちてきた。地上の人々は仰ぎ見、星空を目にする。私はエリシア。見ての通り。見目麗しい少女よ。星と月が神の娘を送り、彼女は人の伴侶になろうと決めた。
I'm watching out for anything that I might want to dive into, animation-wise.
終焉がやってくる。
Ooh. Okay, hold on. There was a lot happening there. I want to go back real quick. I just want to see what's these glitch effects and see what's like happening inside them. It's more of like a personal study thing. I'm just kind of curious. Okay, they've got a pass of lines, no color, no fill. The usual like digital block distortion, some random colorizations, and like they got the banding here. That's a really fun way to do that. There's a whole different animation for this. Ah, okay. I won't pause that. I'll save that for its own video when I get to it, because I guarantee I will. I should probably avoid doing that. I don't want to lose things I want to talk about there. Dude, glitching that audio is really cool. But yeah, I've only made it up to Seele for the animation, so anything beyond that or newer than that, I haven't seen in full yet. Oh, but there are going to be things I want to talk about. Let's go. Because of you? Like the Kelly Clarkson song? Let's go. I actually really like that song. Oh, the dress, immaculate. It's not. I know it's not, but it's just the comparison. It's the only thing related is the title, I'm sure. That was a really cool pairing. The duet of the violin and the piano at that part. Gorgeous. Why does this sound like it's going into depression? Pain track, I was right. It felt like it was trying to be sad. The composers for this game are so good at making things like sorrowful and beautiful like together. I love that combo. Wait a second. I kind of had a delayed reaction to that. Was that? I hope they showed the glockenspiel again. I think it was using glass-tipped mallets. That was interesting. They might have just been acrylic, though, I suppose. It's just rare you see clear mallets. I don't know if Roland makes a grand or even a baby grand piano. They might. Unless you're talking about the keyboards in the back. It has some good weight to it. That support from the horns was really strong on that one. That was a great line. That was a great melody line. Sorry about all the little pop-ups saying, do you want to skip non-music? That's just something I have set up. Oh, we going back to the 80s and 90s? Hacker Man, I'm in. I love this aesthetic. This visual aesthetic is super cool. I'm gonna have so much to talk about when I get to this animation. Great transition too, wow. What a rebuild. I like where this one's going. Let's go. Enter the Matrix, become God. I'm assuming that's what's happening in this animation. I have no clue. So I've heard this song in the last one, but I'm not mad about getting to hear it twice. God, I love those vocoded harmonies. Man, I love this song. I just vibe really hard with this. So good. God, I know I said it earlier, but they really like ironed out all of their issues from the AR stuff in the last concert. I'm so impressed with how well this one's being done. This is really good. What's up, Pikachu? You did make it. I know you're kind of worried that you weren't going to. Get up to the note again. Yeah! Hit that note! Impact frames. Impact frames. I want to talk about them, but I'm trying to hold back. I don't want to pause the song. Ah, but they were impact frames. Ah. You have no idea how much that actually physically pains me to not be able to pause and go back for that. I might. I'm going to. Let's go. Impact frames. It's close enough to the end of the song I can make it justified. Let's go. Impact frames. Let's go. Impact frames. My favorite thing in the animation world. I love impact frames so much. They also did the stars. I love these too. The explosion stars. I'm not gonna like break down impact frames. I just love to look at them. They are a unique art form in and of themselves. How you can see just bare details of every frame that was before it and the ones coming up after it. It's just so pretty. You can see every single stroke and every single bit of intent. I love impact frames. God, they're so good. Anyway, get back to where we were. Explosion is art. Fun fact, while before we get into the rest of this, if you don't know already, the explosion is art. The explosion is art sentiment is from a famous Japanese artist that they were just modeling that concept into a character, basically. When they did Didara, they were like, hey, we gotta have a character who's gonna be doing art stuff. Why not make it some sort of like a more aggressive tone? And they decided to use that sentiment from a famous artist to basically make the entire personality of Didara. And I think that that's really cool. I don't remember the artist's name, but that sentiment is a quote from said artist, and they just decided to utilize that. It's been years since I looked to that detail up, so sorry I don't recall the artist's name. Why is she so pure? Because the dark is in the other half. Kimi no na wa, other half? Other half is cute, pure, just more spicy. So what you're saying is we have a like a kudere and a tsundere. For the record, I looked up how many different variations of Gila's name there is. There are so many ways to say it. You could say Seele, Seele, Gila, Seele. There are so many ways to say her name, and nobody can agree on which one's right. The internet is at arms against how to say her name. And here we are at dance. Are we gonna get two different types of dance signifying the same character? This is gonna be cool. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. Seele? That's a unique one. I don't think I've heard that one yet, actually. God, that was too short. Yeah, I wanted to see more of like a like an internal fight kind of dance to where they like come to unison by the end. That would have been a really cool segment. I still like that they did that though, but part of me yearns for more of that as a concept. That voice does not look like it's coming out of her. Not that I think it's like a bad recording or anything. It just doesn't look like it belongs to that body. I don't know. I feel like she would have a bigger voice for some reason. Despite probably being like 5'2". Okay. Not sure if that's her accent or if she has skill in Chinese opera. I could see both. Because, like, her voice sounds a little thin, but sometimes that's just the style people sing it. That's just their voice. But I wouldn't be surprised if she's holding back to avoid letting too much power out, because a lot of singers have that issue too. Kind of rotate my camera over here a little bit more. There we go. It was a little too far over. Not that you guys are watching me, let's be honest. What a transition. I don't think I've heard the studio version of this, but I really like this version. Is the studio version like not have the orchestral parts or something? Is that the difference, or is it just the same but a different recording? Woo.
Kiana-chan.
More rock than the OG. Okay. My favorite gay. Hello, gays. GMA Nation. Look at that smile. Yeah, she's definitely the I'm gonna protect that smile type, isn't she? Valid. Also, that whole scene looked gorgeous there. Like, I'm not gonna go back to it, but that was really well laid out. Very well balanced. Oh, I don't have to go back to it. That's just where the stream is right now. Okay. Hey, it's Justin Timberlake. Why, Alexi? I'm not gonna lie, I think this is the first time I've seen a white guy on any of these concerts ever. I love this set. This is so sick. I love how they subtitled forever with all caps. With the hyphens.
I hear it from no one. It'll cut to me the over. You may
That coat
have
is
said
fire.
no one, but I have kept nowhere. I hear it from no one. It'll cut to me the over. You may have said no one, but I have kept nowhere.
Bro's sitting waiting for next gym class in that closet. Ooh, love the tom work on this part. Ooh, lower one. Ooh. Sung some bangers. That's where I recognize the voice. Yeah, I could totally hear that now. I've listened to more than enough of Attack on Titan's music at this point. Yeah. She's definitely sang in Kill la Kill too. She must have. She must be the person who does like the main. Like she has to be. From Kill la Kill at least. You know the song I'm talking about. Blood is run dry? I think that's it. Whew. That was blended very well. She did sung. She has done sung. The burning pick sus. That was a really cool duet, yeah. Their blend of voice was amazing. I like that they gave him the harmony too. He supported that bottom line extremely well. I don't think it would have sounded nearly as powerful if that dynamic had been switched. Gotta eat, it's like 4 a.m. Jeez, bro.
旧友たちに会いに行くかもしれない。私が生きてると知ってきっと驚くでしょう。君はフワとは違う。私は過去のフワよりもっと良くなる。
I saw impact frames, but I'm not gonna go back to that one.
どうしてあなたたちは過去にすがる？どうして邪魔をする？どうしてあの役立たずを助ける？
God, there's so much animation to look forward to that I haven't gotten to yet. I'm getting excited now. Oh, wait a minute. Hey. Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm vibing.
私の言葉を繰り返して。式の律者様、万歳。
Time to bring in the traditional. Let's go. I mean, there's been hints of it, but I love when they bring in the like featured soloists.
は変わりました。私たちは自分らしく本当の自分になれるんです。一つ質問しても、どうして大巨山に行くんです？家と呼べる場所に行ってみたい。そこに行ってみて帰る場所があると分かれば、自分のことを受け入れられると思います。あなたが私を見下していることも知ってます。あなたが心配です。
I'm just vibing out right now. Rhythmic switch up. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I love that. There's the mix. Oh, what a drop. Huh. That little solo there. Whew. I love hearing these types of like modern blends with traditional. Whew. Get it. God, that's cool. That was a great blend. I mean, I'm biased to those types of blends anyway, but that was really, like, notably good one. That was super cool.
普通の人類よりはるかに長いです。もし選べるとしたら、あなたは新紀元の人類が自身を守れるようになるまで1000年でも万年でも見守り続けていくつもりですか？そうしたいとは思ってますが、残念ながら私にはできません。私はただの戦士です。その問いに関してはすみません。想像だけでその重さを感じることはできません。
Can I make one nitpick? Am I allowed to do one artistic nitpick? What's happening over here? What's going on with that? I promised myself I wasn't going to nitpick too much. Just one. This doesn't make sense. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Hips rotated weird. She broke her leg. that we do that in art all the time. We break physical stuff all the time. In motion, it works great. If you freeze that motion, it looks a little weird. They're really flexible. Flexible to the point of moving beyond the physical bounds of the joints in the leg. Again, small thing. Won't be doing that all the time, I promise. It was just very noticeable, so I had to say something.
どれだけ努力しても歳月の流れにはかないません。結局
All mutants. Yeah. That was beautiful. It must have been a rotoscope or heavy reference. Is this the same girl from the last time that this song was live? Is this the same, like, group of children? That'd be wild after, like, 2 years.
Rain falls 1,000 times. Now from pre-love come and go. You who once ran by, where will you belong? I feel your silent breath.
Hello, sorry, I think I just got knocked back a little bit. She's gorgeous. Wow. I think I just got whiplash from beauty. Is that possible? Jesus Christ. Where are their mics? They might be wearing either lapel mics or they're just using a room mic, which would make sense for a group. You don't think they're the same person? I don't think they are either. It's like if that were the case, puberty hit her like a brick. Yeah, I was pretty sure the first soloist girl at very least was the same. She looked almost exactly alike. If not, they just look very similar. But it's hard to tell. It's been a few years. I kind of like that the adult singer isn't overpowering the children. I think she's being a little more conservative with her voice. She feels like she's definitely not going all out. For good reason. You don't want to completely trample over all these kids supporting you. I'm sure they're helping that in the mix as well. Thought she was overpowered. She's not overpowering, she's just put on top of the kids, which makes sense. She is singing the main part of the melody. They all are, but you got to have that like rock solid bass to work with. Not bass in the voice, bass point, you know? Yeah, like the kids' voices are meant to be supportive to her. They're meant to fill that extra space. But she's definitely meant to be like the lead singer in that part. So that's just mixing. Alright, this one I've seen. Although this is obviously like cut up with a bunch of other stuff going on here. But I've seen like this animation. I've done a reaction breakdown on this one already.
Kiana ちゃんはもう光だけを追いかける子じゃないわ。私は彼女の理想を、今のあなたは彼女たちの理想を背負って他人を照らす炎を進み続ける。
I do like this mashup of stuff they're showing. Like, I don't know where a lot of it comes from, so I'm sure I'll get to those. But I like how they went through everything on that. Felt very well paced. Now that is a look. That is an outfit. That is a gorgeous outfit. The rings in her hair and everything. Holy wind blowers. I like to think that there's not fans in the room, but there's just a bunch of guys on the platform below her just going. It must be the CEOs. Because they're full of hot air anyway. I'm sorry. That was a dumb comment. Yeah, I really do love that gradient that the dress has to make it look like it's on fire. That's entirely intentional. Just like the red in her hair tying into it. Very good visual tie-ins. Their outfits are always so on point. Oh god, those heels. Whew. Sorry. I just saw those for the first time. Now this is AR done correct. Yes. I've always enjoyed this song. I'm just vibing out with it. But I've heard it so many times at this point. But I have not gotten tired of it yet. And I don't know if I ever will.
Hector は王国が陥落することを知り、アキレウスも自分が死に向かっていることを理解していた。
Is it Kevin time?
しかし、
The holy Kevin I learned about last time?
振り返ることなく戦場に向かった。この最初から悲劇だと決まってい
It's
た物語は
Kevin! Let's
誰もその
go!
ことに迷ったり、
I've heard so much, but so little about Kevin.
彼らがそうあったように、僕たちもそうである。
Emergence. If you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. Sorry for ruining it for everybody. The singer does look kind of traumatized. He's got these very large doe eyes. They reflect so much light. But I mean, just like any musician, singers put all of their emotion into their performance in order to make it sound correct. You gotta match that. Lyrics mean nothing? Is it like a made-up language kind of thing?
ごめんね、ケビン。病気は治ったから、あなたが月から戻ってきたら、ずっと一緒にいられるって言ったけど、あなたはその度に、私が嘘をついていると知りながらも、私を信じてくれていたのね。
Just syllables. Okay.
僕は彼女に人々に約束をした。どれほどの対価を払おうとも人類と崩壊の戦いを必ず勝利に導くと。
Let's go, Kevin. I don't know. I'm on board with Kevin. I like Kevin.
鳥はなぜ
I don't know if he's like evil or good or what, but I'm on his side.
飛びたいからだ。
しかしありえない。
なら君の答えは？
飛ばないといけないからだ。
Why do birds fly? Gravity. He is gray.
白亜紀に終焉の隕石が落下した結果、自由な鳥たちだけが滅亡の定めから逃れられた。
墜落するために飛び上がる人間もいるのだと。
ずっと僕の自己満足だ。僕が諦めないのは必死になってないからだよ。僕はね、気にしないんだ。崩壊とか。
Ooh, great note there. Great deep dark supportive tone.
こうやって私に対してトリガーを引くことで大多数の人々を助けられるのなら、ケビン、あなたはどうするの？
選択も存亡も関係ない。今万人の理想が大いなる願いと来るな。これが救世の命。
Are all these clips like in animations I'll see, or are they like cutscenes in the game or something? Because I'm kind of hoping that I'll get to see them at some point, but I don't know yet. They feel like trailer. Okay, trailer animations. All right, I probably won't see those then. I'm mostly focusing on the story ones, so I don't think I'll see those. That's a shame. It's all right though. Transcending finality. That's a cool concept. Kiana just stepped on us. You know what, Gabby? I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to be weird about it, but you made it weird, so here we are. I was gonna say something along the lines of, and all the simps screamed. Tuna incoming. That's a weird sentence. I suppose I'll figure out what it means. Ooh. You can't be weird with regardless what I say. I beg to differ. Last stream's VOD proves plenty that people don't want me to say weird stuff. Great clock tick there. Meme nickname. Oh, okay. That's valid then. I really like how they're phrasing in this one. Everything's on a different phrase. The percussion, the brass, the strings. They're all hitting different beats. That was just a full coverage of the entire sound. Time to cry, baby. Oh no, my depression has come back. This is from, okay. I know the name graduation trip for the animations because I keep seeing it at the bottom of the list I need to finish off. I'm actually going to pay full attention to this one.
Days are passing away. Will you promise your heart remains the same? Never can we spend the time having to leave the tracks behind.
Ooh.
There is a longer way ahead. After all, there used to be a story teller who
Wait a minute.
to the sunshine and the rain. When I saw eventually grow up, spending a lifetime to
I don't know this song, but I know this drum rhythm.
never can we spend the time having to leave the tracks behind. There is a longer way ahead. After all, if it's too hard to say goodbye, give us a try to sing around. May you the beauty of this world. Always shine.
Oh, the comments. Oh, that's so cool.
星たちは
I love when they do
夜
that.
空に注目され光る。おとぎ話は語り継がれて美しくなる。それはさることなく若葉の中で輝くの。聞いてくれてありがとう。あなたの旅に
I could definitely see how that's gonna make people
妖怪
cry.
と雨粒がありますように。
Totally. If I knew and was like invested in these characters, I would 100% started to tear up at that. That was gorgeous. It's the return of Winnie P. Let's go. Sorry, pointed him out last stream. Superman. Excuse me, just straight up Superman. You can't see him because chat's in the way. Hold on. Who? Superman. Wait, if it. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, hold on. Boop. There we go. Superman. All right. Anyway. Wow, okay. Like, yeah, that ending, sheesh. That was gorgeous. That would have 100% made me cry. That totally would have made me cry. Wow. I mean, yeah, like, I definitely did nitpick a lot the last stream. All in fun, in my opinion. I don't feel like I was being insulting in any way, shape, or form. I was just goofing. I didn't intend for it to be so negative. I guess it came off negative to people. But I was just clowning. But this one basically ironed out every little nitpick I had last time. I mean, there was that one drawing of that one character in that one shot, but that was just me being a nitpick on purpose. So that was this. It completely ironed out everything I had an issue with. That was awesome. It was so much larger. The spectacle was bigger. They had all their technical issues figured out. I didn't have any problems watching that at all. Massive balls of that man to name himself Superman. I mean, yeah. There are some people who just name their kids after, like, pop culture stuff, and sometimes it carries through like that. And I do gotta say that, like, while I appreciate games like the Arknights concerts, for example, being basically entirely live, that really does breed more problems. Whereas, like, pre-produced concerts like this, where they have the time to edit and fix all these issues, and then they just kind of throw it up live as a production, definitely makes more sense for the scale and the efficiency of everything that they work on. There's someone named Batman been Superman. Yeah, he exists. And that's true. I've seen that before. It was a meme many years ago, but it is real. But I do like that they put this level of effort into getting everything to iron out. So while I do appreciate the charm of the absolute live concerts, these are definitely much more able to handle that level of production and iron those problems out and really nail down what they intended to do. Get that visual intent locked in instead of just kind of hoping everything works right, which is a lot harder to do in a full live format. So I definitely appreciate both, but there's also definitely a sense of, like, man, I wish that they were doing stuff. Sorry, I got distracted by something on my Discord. Oh, so somebody in my Discord was saying you need to shout this stuff out more, you big dummy, even if it's scheduling in advance on YouTube, saying about the stream. And I'm like, yeah, I'm bad at that. I basically, at best, get my thumbnails and my live stream scheduled like 10 minutes before going live, which is that doesn't help anyone. Like, I'll mention it in the community tab, which nobody reads, and then, like, days in advance, and then I won't say anything about it until, like, the minute it starts. And I understand that that's a problem for a lot of people. I'm just really bad at being proactive. I'm terrible with that sort of thing. Like, You go to any of my social medias aside from Discord, and I'm basically non-existent. I never post anything. YouTube is basically the only place I post anything anywhere. I just don't social media well. I don't have a life or the content for social media. Like, people are like, man, I'm posting pictures of me going everywhere with my friends, and I'm like, where? Oh man, I went out to the bar with a bunch of my musician friends. Also, I can't drink alcohol. So it's like, I don't go places. I don't do things. I can't social media if I don't have a life. I am a shut-in. I go outside exclusively to mow the lawn and go to work, which is just a few minutes car drive away, and then I come back home immediately after that. I don't go places. I don't do things. I legitimately do not have what I would call a friend in the town I live in. So, like, I moved here at the end of 2017. I haven't met a single person that I've hung out with outside of work. It's just how I am. I don't do people like that. I don't like it. It's scary. I'm sure that'll change in time, but I've never been a socialite. I prefer to stay inside and watch YouTube, watch anime, and do video stuff at this point. That's all I really do is I play drums and I watch content. That's my life. Leave your door unlocked for some time. I'll meet someone new. Eventually somebody will figure it out. Yeah, like I don't even go to like local stores unless I have to. I go shopping every couple of weeks, get my food, and I come home. It's very rare I do anything else. Like, this week, rather, Thursday, I'll be going to the Baby Clock tour, which is in Chicago. So I'll be going to see Death Clock and Baby Metal live, which is sick, and I'm really excited for that. It'll be the first, like, legitimate concert I've been to ever in my life, where especially I'm gonna be, like, down on the floor in the pit of people on the, like, general admittance floor, and I'm gonna be vibing out, jumping and headbanging the whole time. So I'm excited. But that's the first concert I've ever really been to. I've only been to one other concert in my life that I would count as a concert, and that was Hailstorm in like 2018 or something. So it's like, yeah, I don't go places and do things much. And Hailstorm, I was sitting in bleachers way far away from them. Thought Baby Metal was on tour with Sabaton right now. No, they're on tour with Death Clock right now. They're literally the whole Baby Clock tour. But yeah, I mean that's what they're doing. So it's like, yeah. Anyway, that's the whole thing. That's the first social thing I've done since 2021. That's the first, like, I'm gonna go out and do this thing specifically as like a journey in 2 years. First concert experience was Thin Lizzy. Ooh, yeah. I know Thin Lizzy. God, I learned about Thin Lizzy years ago. Haven't been to a concert since last year at Rammstein. Yeah, there's so many bands I think I would like to see, but I also just don't hold concerts in too high of like the necessity of things I want to do with my time and money. This is one exception because I really want to see Baby Metal. I think Death Clock will be fun. I like Death Clock. I watched Metalocalypse when I was younger. I'm very aware of Death Clock, but I'm going mostly for Baby Metal because I've been following them since... When did they show up? When did Doki Doki Morning come out? That's about the time I found out about them, and I've been following their music ever since. So... I need to see them. I need to see Bandmade live, which is unfortunate that Bandmade was just in Chicago, God, a couple weekends ago, like less than a month ago, and I didn't know about that until it was way too late for me to figure out how to get there. It was also at a festival, which I'm not sure I would want to go to alone, so I'd have to like have more than advance notice to find other people to go to. But Baby Metal Not for you, more of a Cold Rain guy. I'm both. I would go to both. Can we get a Baby Rain tour worked out? That'd be sick. Cold Metal. Let's go. Thanks for the reaction. Yeah, there are a lot of animated shorts. Again, I'll be basically focusing on the main storyline animation ones. So I've got like, what, 6 or 7 left for those. But I'm not sure how long that'll take me to get to. Probably it might be longer than the end of this year for me to finish all of them off. There's other animations to get to. I literally just spoilers, tomorrow's live video will be a Genshin animation reaction to Tsubaki and thawing snow rather. Keep getting that mixed up. But yeah. I did a whole video on that. It's like 21 minutes or something like that. It's a long one. I talk about a few things. I didn't think I would be talking that much about a 3-minute long video. But I went off on that one. Yeah, there'll be plenty of time for me to get to animation stuff. I have been contemplating as well how long I may be doing daily videos. I'm thinking there might have to be a pivot at some point where I will have to do less reactions so I can actually do more produced content, because working my part-time job as it is, also doing YouTube stuff on a daily basis, I don't really have much time to do anything that I would like to in the long form content or like more produced content formats, because I have to do the animations the reactions every single day. So it definitely does knock you down a little bit when you're trying to do other things and your schedule's full. So it's like I'm not burning out, for the record, but that's kind of the thing, is like I don't want to burn out, so like I have to prioritize one or the other. I can't do both at the same time. And the breakdowns actually take me 45 minutes to an hour plus, depending on how long the actual animation is. That's how long they take me to record. So I've contemplated doing live streams of just reacting to an animation and then doing a breakdown in live stream, because it'll be less edited and less clean. I wouldn't get things quite said the way I wanted to, which is kind of the issue. There's a pressure of going live that I don't have when I'm recording, that I can edit out anything that I like decide might be incorrect or just improper thought processes. Because that happens once in a while. I'll think about something in hindsight and be like, wait, that didn't make sense. And I edit it out. Because I've done that a few times. But I also just don't know. It might depend on how many things was going forward. I don't play games, so never anticipate me going live to like casually be playing a video game of some sort. I'm really not a gamer at all anymore. But I would live stream things like animation breakdowns and doing reaction stuff that way. I wouldn't be against that. I mean, I do these after all. So it's a possibility. It's an option. It's a thought. But there's a lot of things I want to get done first. If all goes well, fingers crossed on this and why I did the stream today, I'm hoping to have a more produced video out by the end of the month. That will be it'll be on an Arknights thing, and it will be featuring Adam Gubman himself, one of the most popular composers of Arknights music, as well as like God, everything else. He's worked on everything, I swear. But he joined me for a part of that video that I'll be putting out there. And then I've also got to edit together the rest of our conversation, because it wasn't really an interview as it was just us talking and just going down different memory lanes and things about music. So I've got to edit that and get that done, as well as this other produced video. And that talk of me and him was a little over an hour long, and I've got to cut out some parts for privacy and safety's sake on his part. So there's things. We'll get there though. It's there's so much to get to. There's so many things happening. There are things happening that you guys don't even know about, that I haven't even said in public. Yeah, there's things I'm working on that you guys have never even heard of, because I haven't said anything about them, because I'm a secretive little minx and I will keep it really close to my chest until I'm ready to go public with it. I've been cooking in the hidden kitchen and you guys don't even know about it. There's something that's been almost 4 months in the making now that you guys aren't even aware of until me mentioning it just now. This is the first time you guys have ever had a hint of something being worked on. I'm not going to say what it is, because it'll just show up one day and you guys will be like, whoa, and I'm going to be like, but we'll see. But I'm not going to give any further details, because that would kind of ruin the fun for me. When I'm ready to release it, you guys will get an announcement of what it is and that it'll be out. And then it will be. It is not drugs. I'm not Walter White, yo. But yeah, there's things happening. I'm working up on stuff. Show up in 4 to 5 more months. I don't think so. Hopefully at least not. I mean, there's a lot of logistic stuff that got in the way of it going faster and getting more done. But there's also other things that I'm working on, like, for example, the full band cover of Phenomenal Agents from Arknights, that I've got things boiling on the boilerplate for that may be a surprise to some people if they work out, but that's kind of the big if right now. I'm not saying anything more about it because I legitimately cannot tell if they're going to happen or not, and I'm not going to marry a topic that I haven't gotten a confirmation on. How long do you think before I can release it? The one I'm talking about, the one that I've been working on for a few months, I don't know. Might be a month, might be 2, but I sure as shit hope it's not going to be later than that. So we're gonna see, but it's been sitting there. It's just been, like I said, kind of messed with logistic things kind of getting in the way, so I can't really say what exactly it's like, how long it's gonna be. The Phenomenal Agents one is going to be 2024, almost guaranteed, because of everything I'm putting into that one. But that's also dependent on a few varying factors as well. It might come sooner than that. It might be like a Christmassy kind of thing. It's not going to be Christmas themed, but it might be around that time. But that would also, I think, be the soonest that I'd be able to get it done with everything else that's also happening. But this is also assuming the current schedule I have. So if I stop doing daily reaction stuff at some point and decide to do more like produced videos and work on stuff like that, then I might have more time to work on these other projects and get them out a little quicker. That's going to be the trade-off, is I might have to do less reaction stuff in order to do more produced videos and put more effort into things. And I do kind of want to do that, so that might be a change that's coming up, but I could also change that opinion next week. So I'm going to kind of let it boil out and simmer, let it sit there and see what comes out of that plate. There's a lot. There's so many things I'm doing. And I'm excited for them all, but it's like, I can't talk about all of them because a lot of them are are too fun to be too open about. Balancing act on live stream. Yeah, that's why I only do like maybe a live stream every other like week to every other week, maybe. Going to sleep 2 a.m. Good. Sleep. Enjoy your sleep. Balancing act. Yeah, it's like the live stream thing. It's like I don't do many of those for the obvious reason, but live streams aren't the only thing I do. The daily videos I have to sit there and record and edit those. That's a couple of hours a day, and usually after I get home from my part-time job at night, because I'm doing other stuff during the day when I'm awake to do that, even if it's just reacting. So it's like, or reacting, relaxing rather, because I like go to my part-time job. I come back at like 11:30-ish, and I'll edit the video I recorded the prior night, then record the one for the next day, and then upload the one and go to bed a couple hours later. Like I give myself like a 2-hour window to sit down, if I even get that. Sometimes it's only an hour depending on how long the video is. Like last night with the animation breakdown, it took me a while to edit because it's longer. So I was sitting upstairs for maybe an hour before going to bed. Blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of logistics in the way. So that's why I feel like a schedule change may be pending, but I haven't set my heart on any full decision yet. I figure I'll probably make a decision by the end of the month, but again, we'll kind of play it by ear, figure out how things go. But that's, yeah, there's only 24 hours in a day, and while I would love to work on things 24/7, I also do have to sleep. I also do have ADHD that comes with a heavy executive dysfunction, so a lot of the time it's hard to just get the motivation to do any of it at all. So there's a lot of factors getting in the way of me doing more. And as much as like my mind wants to do more, it does not overrule executive dysfunction. It doesn't work like that. You can tell yourself to do something and tell yourself to get down and edit stuff all you want to, but it doesn't matter. And it's very debilitating sometimes. So yeah, that's why I'm going to be seeing a therapist next week. Yeah, ADHD is a bitch, but I also might have something else. Like, I could be depressed and not know it. I don't feel like I am, but that's never a surefire telling either. I could be. I don't know. I have to wait for the pros to tell me that. Finishing stuff after 4 months. Oh, no. I am. I mean, some of it, like I said, that one project is waiting, but I mean, I'm an artist, I'm an animator. There's dozens of things that I have undone sitting in folders that I'll never open again. There was an animation I was going to make in 2019, or I was supposed to finish by 2019, and I have never reopened that file. I did the background art for it. I got some of the rigs done for the characters in Adobe Animate, and I never opened it again. I just didn't. I just stopped. I'm just motated in another direction. So, been there, done that. There's a lot of things like that. That's just one example of dozens. Probably close to 100 at this point. I have an animation pilot that I want to work on to produce. I've talked about a few times, but not in extent on here. That someday I hope to be able to produce, but I need money, people, time, help in general. And I don't have any of those right now. So it's like, I'm not going to be doing it until I can. And that's something, while I want to do it, it may never happen, which is unfortunate. But I've got the character designs ready. I've got a lot of the other like pre-production work done for it. I've even done a few passes of storyboarding it. That's it. And I don't know if I'll ever get further than that. So it's like, kind of sucks to realize that, but things do be like that. When I'm working on something, I'm overthinking everything and the process becomes slower. Yep. Preaching to the choir on that one. Like, even this video I'm talking about that I might release by the end of the month, at least I'm hoping I will be... I was supposed to get further ahead on editing yesterday, and then I had a really cool idea for a part of it, and that took me the entirety of the time I had to edit that day. I couldn't do any more work, and as such, the rest of the edit barely got touched. And yeah. It's like, I know I can do it, but it's also like, man, whenever I have a cool idea, I hyper focus on it like crazy, and then I realize that it's been like 5 hours. But yeah, that's how that works. That is the life and the curse of an animator and artist in general. Well, we talked, well, more or less me talking at you for the next, what, half hour after that stream was done. So, I think we can call it here. I think it's safe to call it a video here. Luckily, we didn't get into any, like, weird topics like last time, so I don't have to cut any of this out. Last stream was just a train wreck, but that's fine. Everybody has a bad day. And we'll have to see how things go with future streams, but hopefully we won't have a repeat of the last one. No sussy stuff happened this time, and I won't have to cut anything out and then re-upload the video. I can just upload this one as is. No problems. But I suppose I will see all of you when I get to the next Honkai animation breakdown, which may be next week. If not, it'll be at the very beginning of October. So we'll get there. That was so unhinged. It was like I was drunk. Yeah, I was drunk on my attention deficit. I was basically having a huge manic episode that day. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys whenever I do my next Honkai thing. Are there any more Honkai streams to do? Have I gotten to all of them? There might be another one I don't know about. But I don't think there is. I'll wait to see the reaction on that one, because I'm not sure if this was the last one. Only 3 concerts. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I was pretty sure there was only the 3. Alright. I'll definitely come to the next one whenever it's uploaded, though. Whenever it does happen. I'm sure another one will be happening. It's just how they work. But I will be getting to the animations soon. Concerts for Genshin 2. I've done, I think, all the Genshin stuff and all the... I know I've done all the Arknights concerts. I think I've done all the Genshin ones. Those are all in the live stream tab on the channel if you want to see all those. Or there's a playlist for streams too. Those are all on there. So, yeah. But I will be getting to the next animation one soon. The only reason I'm not doing that like sooner is because I decided I was doing this stream today, and I was like, I'll do a Genshin Impact animation instead because you guys are getting content from me as it is. You don't need more than what I'm giving you. How dare you ask for more? What? Oh, that's actually a question I was going to ask. Hold on. Honkai animation. Okay. They say that this is a lore correct order. I'm going to get rid of chat so you guys can see a little better. So this is the list I've kind of been using. I should be on this like 1 minute 21 second one. Is this is this a story one? Is this like pertinent, or should I move straight to the Meteoric Salvation one? Just how short that is. Should I? Or should I just skip to the next long one? That is a story one. It's part of... Okay. Okay. Just a short. All right. That's fair. Then we'll do that. Because I know that like this one is also that short. Should I combine these two and then do Meteoric Salvation as their own? I'm thinking that might be a smarter. Yeah, because like I don't think that this will be a big issue with the storyline unless this directly happens immediately after this one. Because then story-wise, I might have to like mentally... The song may be copyrighted? In which one? Like in the... In this one? Or like one of these two? It's not? The short one has Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace? I think Amazing Grace is public domain. As a song. As a performance is kind of hit or miss, but I don't think it's a big issue. Amazing Grace, I think, at this point is basically a public domain track if it wasn't officially. I can't imagine that being a big problem. Mostly public. Yeah, it's kind of like got any like classical musicians. It's like all that's public domain at this point. Okay, I'll club the two. That'll be the next animation one then. We'll do this one and this one. And I will say that I was informed by the stream audience to do so. So if you are incorrect and the fans get mad at me, your fault. That's what I'm sticking to. That's my story. But I'll do that then. I'll combine those because like even if it's 2 minutes, like there's one farther down that's like trailer reawakening. That's like 2.5 minutes, and then there's like another trailer. It's like another 2.5 minutes. I'm not sure if I'll do the trailers. You know, like I don't know if the trailers are necessary. Are the trailers necessary? Like, are they? Use your link to get the chronology. Which one's yours? You look up William Gubba real quick. Let's see if I can find it. Look at that! First thing! Look up your name and it's right there. Whew. Wait a minute. Nope. I'm starting to play one. Don't give me that mess. Alright. Oh yeah, this looks... Yeah, okay. Trailers do have... Yeah, I could tell from today's stream that they definitely have some good options here. It's not a lot, but they still look good. Maybe I'll play it by ear. Maybe I'll like watch some of them, do a reaction, but then like if it's not worth doing a whole video on, then I'll just kind of move forward. Reawakening is necessary. It gives context to Shattered Samsara. Okay. So I guess I will have to do all these trailers. Fair enough. And I probably could start using... Wait, so... Hold up. You're telling me that Meteoric Salvation happened before Bronya and Seele? Like... That's why, yeah, I'm looking at yours now, William. It's like, is that what happened officially? Because if so, I'm a few after. That's because that's what William's list says. Bruh! Come on, William. You just said that you spent all this time and everyone else is disagreeing with you. I'm disappointed. They canonically happened at similar times. Similar enough. Like, close enough in time where it's like you could put them before or after. Because William's list has like the final lesson and then Meteoric Salvation, Azure Waters, Bronya, Cyberangel, and Seele, which that all makes sense to me. except for the Meteoric Salvation being in such a notably earlier spot compared to that other list. Two different sections. Oh, okay, it's into different sections. So it's like kind of just a branch situation, I figure. So there's probably like timeline-wise, like chronological in-game time versus chronological in like plot time, I suppose. Yeah, okay, that would make sense. Because the list I've been using has Meteoric Salvation followed by the third chapter XBCG video, that other like 1 minute, and then the Lament of the Fallen, Thunder Reborn, then Reawakening, Shattered Samsara, or Samsara rather. I don't know, I put the other A in there. Which, to me, at very least, like chronologically, this one makes sense, but I don't know the game. So it's like, if something's wrong, I'm not sure what else to do. So it's like I'm leaning into what other people have compiled as the lore accurate stuff, but it's also, I don't know. I am but a man. I just work here. That's always the issue with doing reaction stuff, is like, if you don't know anything about it, ideally, so it's like, oh, am I right? Am I wrong? Do I look like an idiot right now? It's a bit of a stress, but at least I can ask you guys if it's correct or not. Following release orders, fine. Yeah, I mean, that seems to be kind of similar to what they're doing. I mean, this list ends with well, okay, it used to end with graduation trip, but then there's also part 1.5 concept trailer and Reburn 2 that are both concept animations, I guess, that were added after graduation trip at some point recently. So I'm not sure exactly how far this is gonna go. Reburn 2 is the trailer for Star Rail. Though that makes sense. I'm figuring I'd be getting to Star Rail animations at some point too. So like that in time will happen, but it's just a matter of when and how long it'll take me to get through all the other ones. I don't want to like mess up too hard because I'm trying to keep things in general chronological order as well for my own release sake. So one, I can follow the story a little bit and understand what's happening more or less. And two, so I can kind of naturally shift into these other games, since I know that like Star Rail is basically an alternate reality version, or just like an alternate universe of Impact Third. So it's like, okay, I know that technically doesn't count, but I also don't want to keep going back to it too often. I feel like it'll get more in time, but I also feel like it might take me a good year before I'm done with all the animations here, especially since Equinox Crusade, Journey of the Durandal, that one is like 12.5 minutes. I might have to do a live stream on that one purely due to length. Honkai Chronicles, Herrscher of Reason, that's 13 minutes. Some of these I might legitimately have to do live streams purely because of their length and my inability to make a video that wouldn't be over an hour long. Because there's so much to talk about. Honkai Chronicles, Kiana, I'll probably have to do a live stream for that one too. Like, are these animations? Yeah, I'm just looking at the, I mean, they're in this list at least. So, small recap of the visual novel. But more story stuff. Okay. This is why I ask questions, because I don't know. I'm just a little guy. I'm not getting into the lore, Rebel. I'm just I'm clarifying my animation reaction schedule for the Honkai stuff going forward, because I do want to do these and I like doing them. I like talking about them. There was always something new to talk about, but it's also I don't know which ones I should and shouldn't go for because of that. So some of these I might have to live stream straight up to see if there is any animation to react to or not. Honkai Chronicles are just story recaps with material from animations. Okay, so like those are basically irrelevant for me to do a animation analysis. Okay. That tracks. I could see that being a thing. So like I'll avoid those then. Because there's a number of those and they're all like over 10 minutes long. But I also feel like that would have been a lot. Like let me go open up Auto real quick. Auto Apocalypse.
For many operations.
Oh, yeah.
Choice, but to travel to Shenzhou.
Okay.
To the first return.
Yeah, these are just basically stills. Okay. Yeah, I love the narrator's voice. Very smooth. But also definitely not worth doing any sort of an animation analysis on it at all. There's not really any animation as much as it is just editing with lore dumps. Yeah. I might watch them in between just so I can get context and I'm not completely lost, but we shall see. So I'll avoid those then, which does save me obviously a lot of time on this list. So with that said, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Is Thunder Reborn? Hold on. Thunder Reborn. This thing is 14 minutes long.
Greetings, Captain.
Oh, this is
Honkai eruption.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's another lore dump. Okay. So avoiding that one then, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12, 13, 14, 15, about 15 left. There's more than 10? I mean, I'm counting every individual short trailer as well that's in this list. So, I mean, God, I could probably be showing this, huh? So, I'm right here. This will be my next one, and I plan to do this one and this one in the same video now that you guys have said that should be fine. So, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, skipping that one, 5, 6, 7? This one might be a recap too. I've already done this one, so I don't have to do that one again. Skip 12, yeah. Skip 15. Okay, it's good to know. I'm gonna let you guys pick. Skip 12, skip 15. I know that, like, the Chronicles ones, skipping this one, skipping that one. I know all those. So all these trailers, yeah, that's still, even with those skipped, because I was skipping those earlier, still adds up to somewhere between 10 to 15 videos left. Albeit some of these I will definitely be pocketing in with other videos. So, yeah, I mean, I'll figure it out. I'll probably put out a call for somebody to like actually help me. I do have a chat in my Discord that is like, we have separate channels for Arknights, Genshin, Honkai, and Blue Archive stuff that people can talk about specifically. And if I have questions like this, I can send it there and be like, help. I did that yesterday. I was asking about something for that Arknights video I'm working on, and there was a few people in there who were helping me out to get things as accurate as I can manage. So it's a good thing to have people who know what they're talking about, because I barely do. Unless I've specifically done the research, I don't know anything. But anyway, I think we should call it today anyway. It's been 2 hours now, so we've talked for an hour and streamed for an hour the reaction. So I think that's plenty. Now that I know what's going on and have at least a ballpark to work with for this whole project. But yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to help and you're not in the Discord already, best way to do that, we're always talking in there. Those channels are pretty active, actually. They're constantly sharing their polls and other such that they talk. I barely talk in there, just as needed, but it's because I don't play the games. But we will figure that out in time. But that's in my description. So if you want to join that, go for it. But I'm going to call it for today and end the stream. So thank you all for being here and chilling, vibing, watching the streams, and just helping me out figure out the future of my animation reactions, because I didn't know it was that off. Glad I asked, because I would have been sitting here reacting to a 15-minute slideshow if I didn't ask. I digress. I will see you all whenever I upload the next Honkai video, hopefully again by the end of the month, if not sooner. So, goodbye, everybody. I should do my thing, shouldn't I? Goodbye!